What is up, great and wonderful people of the Interballs? I am your friendly neighborhood Pascomania, and today, a new expansion has been released. That's right, Knights of the Frozen Throne. That is the new Hearthstone expansion. So today we're going to be taking a quick look at some of the cards that they released with this announcement of the new expansion. Now, by any shape or form, this is not a professional opinion. Please take that into consideration. This is just my personal opinion about the cards and how they're going to shape the meta. So let's get into it. So the first card we have is Deathstalker Rexxar. Now this is a new type of card introduced into Hearthstone. It's a hero kind of manipulation card. So when you play it, you get a completely new hero on the board. Now these cards add armor. They all have a battle cry and a special ability that goes along with it. So Deathstalker Rexxar, as you can see, deals 2 damage to all enemy minions when it's placed on the board. And it has 5 armor to the hero. Now the new hero power that comes along with it is a kind of make a custom beast, which is pretty insane. So what it does is you get to discover 3 cards and you get to choose from one of the beasts that have been shown. Then you get to choose again from a different beast. Now once you've chosen both of these, they get created into this custom card with both the stats, the inbox text, and the mana cost get added into one card. Now, that's the biggest part about this particular card. I think this is a gimmick, personally. I think some of these cards, like if for the future ones that are released, could be very, very powerful. But at this point, I don't know, this one doesn't seem very exciting. Like, yes, there have been talk about adding like Vicious Fledgling and Stone Tusk Boar together to get a 4 mana, 4/4 charged beast craziness thing, but that's beside the point. I don't think this is what is going to make the expansion special by any sorts of means. Yes, it's a cool new card, but I think like a lot of the quests, they're just going to be hype and not actually anything decent to the game. The next card we have is Shallow Gravedigger. Now this is a 3 mana 3/1, as you can see, and Death Rattle, add a random Death Rattle minion to your hand. Okay, just first of all, the stats on this are dreadful. Like, absolutely dreadful. No one would play this in their right mind, usually. The only difference that makes it special is the effect. Now, random minions to hands, like, yes, if there's more Death Rattles that are going to be released in this expansion, then yes, this might be fantastic as a card to get some of those, like, really rare, legendary Death Rattle minions that not only could affect it. Now, I've also heard this possibly could be just any Death Rattle from any other classes, so you could be getting things like Tyrion. Obviously not Sylvanas, because that's out of the meta, but in Wild, yes, you could get Sylvanas, and some of these cards could be pretty good. I honestly don't know where this kind of fits. Maybe into like a Death Rattle Priest deck with the quest. That might be pretty cool, but otherwise, I think this card's kind of a bust. The next card we have is Prince Keleseth. If your deck has no 2-cost cards, it gives all minions in your deck +1/+1, and it's a 2 mana 2/2. Now this card's very interesting, I think. I don't think it's a great card, but it's an interesting card. Now there's another card in the game, it's the Shaman 4/6, I don't know, it's a 6 mana 4/4, I'm not sure if it's in the current meta at the moment. I haven't seen it, because it never gets played. And that's the same kind of effect, and it's in your hand as well. But then again, this is a much better statted minion, but it also has the kind of like, not the singleton type deck, but it has that kind of theme to it that you can only have one of a certain card. And a lot of classes need really, like, they rely on their 2-drops. The one class I think of that doesn't really rely on their 2-drops is probably Priest. But then again, Priest is full of spells. So why would you want something that buffs minions when it's for spells? So I think this card might have a place somewhere. I don't know where it is, but another interesting card. The next card we have is Chillblade Champion. Now there's also a new, what are they called again? keyword, that's the thing, where it's lifesteal. Now this is apparent in many other different types of card games. Like Magic the Gathering, I think it was the first place this was discovered. And what it does is, when you attack something, the amount of attack you deal, you restore that health. Now that's a cool effect. But the one thing you have to take into consideration is the health cap. Now this is obviously a 4 mana 3/2 with charge, so not that impressive in terms of stats, but I don't know, if you're really struggling in health, then yeah, this could be pretty cool, and if you got like a buff deck, that could make quite a difference. I think these types of cards would be really good in Arena, but for constructed play, I don't know. Once again, it's just going to be something that has to deal with time, and we'll see how it goes. Final card that was released with the few cards they did in the announcement is Spirit Lash. Now this is another lifesteal effect, but it's a priest card which deals 1 damage to all minions. Now, if there's 14 minions on the field and you get 14 and you play this card, you heal for 14 as well. Once again, I don't know. I don't think this card's very good. One, because priest doesn't need more board removal, particularly this type of board removal, because as a priest you want to kind of gain value off certain cards, and in 2-drop slots this is just like, there's not many minions on the board that this would affect. So personally, I don't think this is a very good card. I don't really know much about any of these cards, to be honest, or what they're going to do. But I think this card in particular won't see a huge amount of play. That's going to conclude it for this little introduction to the Knights of the Frozen Throne. I keep forgetting the name. It's a tongue twister. But if you want to see more of these types of videos as the expansion gets released gradually, please let me know with a like. If you want to comment, that'd be great. And if you could subscribe, that would be fantastic. As always, I will see you guys later. Peace.